Welcome to Unapologetically Fly, the podcast, where we discuss what it takes to be unapologetic about finally living for yourself, no matter the age, situation, or circumstance. I'm your host, Renee Mitchell Simpson, the self-love and happiness coach and founder of Well Diva Lifestyle and Travel. I'll be bringing you experts, friends, coaches, and those in my network to help us aunties navigate reinventing our life at this big age because, sis, it truly is never too late to fly, and by fly, I mean finally live for yourself. Hey everyone, guess what? I am in Costa Rica and I ran into the fabulous, beautiful Heidi Day. Say hi, Heidi.
Hello everyone, I'm so excited to have Renee here in my now new home country and just experiencing her. It's been such a treat, like legitimately.
So y'all, we met on Facebook, I don't even know what year. I would say like about 8 years ago. Yeah. We met on Facebook through some business that we were both doing, like a training or something. We ended up in the same Facebook group and we're just Facebook friends all these years and ran into each other at a training here in Costa Rica. And I had been thinking, maybe the Well Divas want to come here and do a retreat. Turns out Heidi's thinking the same thing, that she wants to do a retreat. So we may end up hopefully collaborating, but if not, you'll have 2 retreats that you can attend in the future here in Costa Rica. So Heidi, tell us a little bit about what made you move here.
Oh goodness, I wanted my children to have 4 kids. I wanted them to have a chance to see themselves outside of the U.S., of being black.
Yes.
And having just a whole new experience of themselves and of the world.
Mm-hmm. And you've been here, what?
Almost a year.
Okay. And how's it going so far?
It's amazing. Okay. Pura vida.
I was just going to say that. You beat me to it. Heidi taught me today, pura vida.
Mm-hmm.
Pura vida.
Pura vida.
And that means like life is great, like something like that.
Yeah, and just like let it be simple and good.
Yes.
Let it be simple and good, and it's okay, and there's no need to stress or to worry. It's what is from the Lion King?
Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata. It's that.
All good.
It's all good. It's all good. Yeah.
So Heidi, tell us a little bit about what you do and what would your retreat be about.
So I'm affectionately known as the Soul Healer.
The Soul Healer.
And I specifically have an opportunity of working with women who have paved their path to success, trying to outperform their pain. And so what we do is we learn healing techniques through trauma resolution, emotional intelligence, and really just helping women find their effortlessly enoughness and find freedom in that.
Okay, so back it up. Say that again. You said, what was the first thing you said?
I work with women who are in the space of, like, they've paved their path to success. They're successful, but they've paved their path to success trying to outperform their pain. These are my overachievers. I know you're out there. Hey, girl, hey.
So that's my sisters who have, like, 6-7 degrees.
Absolutely.
5 businesses, 1 million certifications, and still don't feel satisfied.
And satisfied.
Not enough.
Yeah. And so the thing is it's really an addiction to success. And with that addiction, they find themselves only being able to quell the need that they are feeling with more success.
Okay, so how would someone recognize that in themselves? Like, say you're in denial about it. How could you recognize that?
If you're in denial about it, what is your go-to when you hurt? That's my question for you. What's your go-to?
Girl, I might be one. Oh, Lord. I might be addicted, y'all. Lord. So is success a bad thing to be addicted to?
Is it?
Oh, my God. We said success. Let's
and
clear that up.
Yes, success. Success.
So is success a bad thing to be addicted to?
Okay, so I began my life work in addiction. Anything that we are addicted to, it has power over us, power and control over us. And so we find ourselves like always going to the next thing.
Okay. we're going to have to do a part 2. We're actually out here on a tour right now at a coffee farm in beautiful Costa Rica. So we will continue this later. Thank you, Heidi. Yes. All right, so we're back with part 2. And the last thing we were talking about was, I just asked, so what's wrong with being addicted to success?
So, yeah, and it's a great question because it's a very acceptable. Got another butterfly. It's a very acceptable addiction, right? Much like food is an acceptable addiction, right?
And so I see what you're saying. Until it gets to a certain point,
the addiction is about power and control, and so when we are using success to soothe our inadequacies, to soothe our hurts, to whatever it is that makes us uncomfortable, then it's a problem because we're powerless over it. We're not in control. We've given our control over to success.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get it. So it sounds like it's an addiction to control. Would that be it?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
It's not, because the truth of the matter is that when we are in an addiction, we are in fact out of control. We have given ourselves over to whatever it is.
That's true. I guess I'm thinking like I know when people have like when people are anorexic, they say it's the root of it is seeking control over something.
Perceived control. Right? It's not real control. In fact,
that's why I say seeking control, but not
So
losing control is the end result.
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
We have lost control because for the anorexic, it's the only thing that I feel that I can control is my eating or lack thereof. And so with success, what happens is that the world, our parents, our boss, our bank account, everybody says, yes, this is amazing. You are winning. It's acceptable. Not only acceptable, it is encouraged, right? The first time that you were successful, for many of us, it may have been where you got a straight A report card, or you won the goal in we had another butterfly in soccer, or whatever the case may be, and you got praised, and you realized that whatever it was that was deficient, that your perceived deficiencies in that moment became less than, and your how you were excelling, what it is that you were accomplishing, got the highlight, and all the dopamine in your brain starts hitting off, and you're like, yes, I did it, and it feels good, and you want more of that hit.
Okay.
So it actually is chemical. That's the other part of it. It's not just a play on words. No, this is actually chemical. And then we have the adrenaline. I gotta get it done. So we're hooked on the adrenaline. And then when we do it, we have the dopamine, and it becomes a really vicious cycle.
Wow. Okay. All right, well, I'm not addicted to success. I think I'm addicted to learning, because it's like I'm always like learning something new. I'm not that person that I don't have awards and all that. I don't have accolades. I have like I'll get a degree because I need a job. But then I do know people who will keep excelling higher and higher and higher.
So,
am I in denial? No.
Okay, so here's the question. What is the belief that causes you, that drives you to get an additional degree? What's the belief?
Well, for me, no, it's not degrees for me. It's like
degrees, certification.
For me, it's just learning. Like I downloaded a program where I could learn Arabic. Okay. I didn't have no certification, ain't no degree. It's just when I was going to the Middle East, I wanted to know a little bit of Arabic.
Sure.
So it's just learning something new. I love learning new things.
Okay, so I'm just going to take you back to, I go back to school, or I get the degrees because I need a job. So what's the belief there?
Well, let's see. Okay, I only have 2 degrees. I'm not that person. I am not addicted to success. I might be addicted to learning new things, and I say that because I don't get but so deep. I don't go all the way to the level of PhD with anything. I have 2 bachelors. Those are not deep. But I have reason for them. The first one was because I was in college. Like, you got to pick a major. And I was very interested in psychology.
Okay.
So I got my degree in psychology, but I never went back to pursue it any further because I didn't like school. So, but at some point I realized that my real interest was nutrition.
Okay.
So I later went back to school because you needed a degree at that time if you wanted to do something with nutrition.
For sure. Okay.
So I did that. But it wasn't until recently here, like 25 years later, that I did just go back to school. So I am now getting my degree, finally, in psychology.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, listen, whatever it is that we're doing, there's no problem with that. I always like for us to examine what is the belief? What are you seeking? So that we know that we have clean fuel, because many of us have what I call a negative fuel driving us, and that fuel is typically like inadequacy, fear, lack than,
right,
and need. Like, oh, well, I have to do this because I need XYZ. And perhaps maybe there is truth to that. I just like for us to really dial into it and know what it is, so that we're not in the space of doing, because it's not about accomplishments per se. It's not about degrees in school. It's doing. It's being trapped in the doing trap. The doing. You're doing something.
Just keeping busy. Now that might be my issue. That's different from success, though.
It is. It is different from success. So it is. It may not be what you think it is going to be, right? But it is so the name of my group is Overachievers Anonymous.
Yeah.
On Facebook, I'm Overachievers Anonymous.
Okay.
Because there are so many people that in their own way are doing
too much.
Well,
oh Lord, I might need to join the group.
Come on, y'all, join the Overachievers Anonymous. Yeah, just like where we have this thing in connection to doing, and it looks different for us, right? Like not everybody's thing looks the same. What I want for people is for them to heal the hurt spots, so that if it is from grief, if it is from divorce, if it is from traumatic childhood, whatever the case may be, heal those hurt spots so that we're not filling them with doing,
right, and
that we are effortlessly enough. That's it.
Totally get it. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. And so the name of your company is
Well Healed.
Well Healed.
Well Healed.
And how we spelling healed?
HEALED. Because
So,
there are so many well heeled, right? Very affluent, very well off women, and they have been in that space of paving their path to success, trying to outperform in any way, whatever that performance looks like. Maybe I make amazing meals for my husband, and I I know how to pair wine with my whatever your thing is that makes you feel better about who you are, because ultimately we are not human doings.
Right.
We're human beings, and when we get comfortable in our, like really, really comfortable in our, what I call our who-ness, then we can be absolutely free to stand in that authenticity, right?
Yes.
Without doing more.
Okay. All right. I don't know if I'm addicted to any of this, y'all, but this ain't about me.
It's a check for all of us.
That's true.
Yeah.
Check yourself, sis.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do people get in touch with you?
Come on over to Overachievers Anonymous. Look us up in Facebook group.
Okay, so Facebook.com/groups, right? /Overachievers.
Overachievers
Anonymous. And is there a website? Or?
Yep, the website is HeidiDay.net.
Okay, HeidiDay.net.
Yes.
All right. Anything you want to share? Anything else?
So, if you want to know if you have a balanced success, because that is a question that we have, I have a fantastic quiz. So when you come into the group, you can shoot me a message, or I'll see you, and can give you that access to that. It's a complimentary quiz, but it definitely allows you to see where you are in and out of balance. And then we begin like putting together, what does it look like for you to be able to have yourself aligned and in a balanced way. And when we're balanced, that is when we can have the most success. That is when we can get the best results.
Right.
When we're out of balance,
Yeah.
then we can't.
Right.
We simply can't.
Okay. Makes perfect sense. Okay. And we mentioned retreat. Is there anything in the works?
Yes,
Anything
there
you
is
wanna share?
something in the works.
Okay.
And if you are a part of Overachievers Anonymous, you will be the first to hear about that.
Okay.
And it is going to be, as you see, I don't know if you've been able to see any of the amazing butterflies, but we're here in Costa Rica in a butterfly garden, and there are so many treats. I thought it was going to land on your head.
They are loving
They
me,
are
y'all.
loving her. Yes, it is her essence, her transformational essence. But yes, we will be doing a lot of amazing experiential things on our retreat, as well as diving deep. And so if you are interested in coming and visiting us here in Costa Rica and really having a moment to pause and do your own work, come into the group and we'll be talking. Almost. We'll be talking a little bit more about that in the very near future.
Okay. And then, so the retreat, about when do you think it'll be?
The first quarter, March, is what I'm looking at.
2024.
And so just stay tuned. Stay tuned.
And then the other thing I wanted to definitely talk about is how did you choose Costa Rica as your place to move to?
Absolutely. Costa Rica is one of the few places that has, they don't have a military. There's no military here, so it is a very peaceful place, and they're self-sustaining with food and water and energy. Yeah.
Okay, Heidi did some serious research, y'all.
I brought.
Okay, we about to wrap it up. Y'all hear them calling on us. We gotta go.
It was so much fun.
All right, take care, Heidi. Bye. Thanks for joining us. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of Unapologetically Fly. I hope you found something in this episode that inspires you to finally live for yourself. We all know someone afraid to live their dream and chronically complaining about some part of their life. Be a blessing and send this to that person. And make sure you write a review wherever you're tuned in and subscribe so we can make the world a better place, one fly auntie at a time. See you on the next episode.